It's coming. Oh man, what happened? Oh, there it is. We're live. Live and direct. Live and direct. We're gonna give some people some time to log in. We're here to talk about your uncle. We're here to talk about your uncle. Make sure y'all log in. We have about a good 5 minutes. I am African American, but I do start on time. I do not perpetuate the stereotype. So make sure you log in. We have one person. Who is that? Make sure you drop your name and where you're from when you log in, please. We want you to be interactive and communicate with us. I don't want you just to sit there. One, two. We're going to count them down. 3, 4. If y'all don't know me, I like to eat a lot. Today we're going to talk about taxes. Something a lot of people don't like to talk about. But we're going to talk about reducing your tax debt. How can you do it? And why you should do it. How about that, Boosie? Yes. Like, comment, share, Kiara. We got to get Kiara a trip. She's like loyal.
Yes, she is.
Loyal. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, and share. Nino Griggs. Like Nino Brown. Is that Nino? Is that Mr. Griggs, Coach Griggs? I see logged in.
Stupid.
You know I'm a little goofy. That I am. Justin Diggles. I see you, Justin. How you doing? That was my son's coach back in the day. Mr. Martez. Make sure you drop your name and your location so we can give you a shout out. And don't forget, like, comment, and share our Wealth Wednesday so that you can have a chance to win a trip to Vegas. I think November I might do Cancun. How about that?
Yeah, I'm going to win.
I think I might do Cancun now. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's find out how to reduce your tax payment to your Uncle Sam. Hey, Miss Lydia Bonner. She's on there again. That's our last month's winner. Trying to get her. I think she's on my schedule for Devil's Night, which is October 30th, the night before my birthday, for her consultation. And I'm going to send her thing to her prize. All right. I'm trying to get some people logged on. Again, Patricia Holmes. I see you, honey. I see you, honey.
That's my girl.
We got Lydia. Oh, Lord. She said, oh, Lord. Miss Patricia, make sure you drop your names so I know where you're coming from. Like, comment, and share. Thanks to Miss Bonner, Lydia Bonner. This is where you always make sure you surround yourself with smart people.
Hey.
Again, I'm business development, right? Miss Lydia Bonner helped me with my, what do you call this, Facebook, making it public. That's what you call it. Making it public so we can spread the word to the world. That's what she said. Make sure you let the world know what you're doing. Think big, claim it. So I want to give her a shout out and tell her thank you. I really appreciate you giving me that insight because that helped me out a lot. So she's very smart when it comes to that. And we just talking only friends. We want y'all to share it. So now you do have the capability to like, comment, and share the app. Okay, I see you, Miss Pennywell. I see a lot of people don't want to pay Uncle Sam. That's why y'all on here. Y'all don't want to get that money up. When we talk about money, they all gonna come on here. Who else we got on here? Evelyn. She got Evelyn Arthur and Sharon Brown. Are they with you? I don't know what that means. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Let me see. Drop your name, your location. Your name and your location so I know who we're servicing. Name, location. Give you a nice shout out. We got 2 minutes. Is it okay if I just start now? Boosie?
Who you asking me?
You. We're going to go ahead and get started now. I like the fact I was always taught when you're on time, you're late. And when you're early, you're on time. In business, that's the best way to be. So if you have to be somewhere by 6:30, don't arrive at 6:30. You need to get there between 10 and 15 minutes early. Is that my I'm eating popcorn. I'm sorry. We're going to keep it real on here too. But let's get started. Today we're going to talk about tax debts. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for you guys so we can get started. Get started, Capri. Get started. And we got one more comment. Let me see. Tagging. Yes, tag too. I need to put tagging on there. Like, comment, share, and tagging. Thank you, Miss Pennywell. See, that's why I got some smart people, Ma. You ain't have to worry about letting me out into this world. I knew how to make right decisions and surround myself with smart people.
Yeah, right.
I tried my best. Okay, let me get started because y'all know I'm a little goofy. I am going to share my screen with you guys. You know, I'm an educator, so me and teaching, I try to differentiate my instruction so that my students can see what's going on. Okay, so I want y'all to think I think y'all a little slow enough, but this is just how I teach. All right, so what we're gonna do? Talk about taking that first step today. I just want to get that shout out. I want you to take the first step. Call Capri for your LLC if need be. Yeah, you're gonna need it after today. All right. So you're gonna call Capri for your LLC. Entrepreneurship mentality. Everybody know the late great Kobe. His was Mamba mentality, but for today we're gonna talk about entrepreneurship mentality. This is an actual video, but I don't know if y'all ready for me to drop those jewels on y'all yet. I don't know if they ready, Mom. So we're gonna go to the next one.
What?
I'm not gonna show the video.
What?
Okay, that's my record. I'm about to be a rapper. So I'm just playing. You want me
to be your manager?
Can you hear it? Tell me if you can hear it. I'm playing for a quick second. Let me know if you can hear it, Mom.
No. Yeah, I hear it.
All right. Listen up, you guys. Listen close, you guys. This has not been mastered. You guys are the first to ever hear my debut. Don't laugh at me. I'm looking for me some entrepreneurs out there. I'm looking for some people that's not scared to take that first step. Yes, I said it. Scared to take that first step. Call Capri for your LLC. I said call Capri for your LLC. You need to call Capri for your LLC. Woke up this morning with your mind full of doubt. COVID got you feeling like you're going through a trial. Your people said you need to go and take the first step and call your girl Capri so you can get you some help. You want to be a boss so you can fly, then swallow your pride so you can provide. You need to call Capri for your LLC. I said call Capri for your LLC. Y'all need to stop playing. Y'all out there dressing and flexing and can't even take care of your adolescents. Go and get your money right. You can't be a boss if you never took a loss. To my problems up to God, then I waited on the toss. What came down was blessings, turn my L's into lessons. I'm trying to get suggestions for help the adolescents. They thought I was done till I came with the sequel. Early birds get the worm, I guess I'm a needle. I'm really about to soar, I'm really about to fly. My people need some guidance, and trust me, I got the guy. Come for that LLC. You need to come for that LLC. What's that? Go and take that first step. They call Capri so you can get you some help. Come for that LLC. You need to come for that LLC. You need to come Capri for that LLC. That lets you know that I do have a sense of humor. And no, that was not MC Light rapping. I had two people ask me, is that MC Light? No, that was the world's finest Capri rapping for you guys. It's my first debut, so don't judge me. It still hasn't been mastered yet, so we're good to go. So let's go ahead into our lesson for today. I can't wait to see the comments. Don't forget our October giveaway. Ooh. And my birthday is this month, you guys. That's a little side note. Don't forget, like, comment, and share. Let me show you about that giveaway.
Are you showing the video?
You don't see it? All you need to do is like, comment, and share our what? Yeah, I was showing a video. I guess you couldn't see it. I'll go to the next one then. Why you couldn't see it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Try again.
we're going to go ahead and get on today's lesson. All right. Today's lesson is talking about tax debt, how you can reduce it. And basically what that means is the income that you make, we don't want to pay Uncle Sam all of our money. So I'm going to go over some different ways to do that. Can you see my screen, everyone? Yes, no? Thumbs up or yes? Let me know if you can see it.
No.
You can't see my screen?
No.
Johnny B, can you see the screen? I don't understand why you can't, Ma, because it says, okay, Jesus.
Last time I didn't see it. I'm telling you, though, this time.
Okay. What about now?
No. Okay, keep going.
Why are we having technical difficulties?
There you go. What is it?
Classification?
Yep. Okay. There you go.
All right. So y'all didn't see my video when I was rapping?
No.
Okay, I'll play it again later. All right. Okay. All right. So basically what it is, you guys, as an entity, and we already discussed what an entity is, meaning you're an employer. You are the employer. So there's a 99% of the time you're going to hire employees or independent contractors. I believe we had a lesson on that already. If not, you can follow our YouTube page and kind of retract and look at those. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to have employees and you're going to have independent contractors. Either way, you want to make sure you report to Uncle Sam. I'm going to call him our uncle moving forward. You want to make sure you report to your uncle that you paid out these expenses to these employees or independent contractors. If not, you will be responsible for paying that debt. Got it? For example, if I owned a school and I say the school gonna do some small numbers and the school made $100,000 a year, well, for last year, and let's just say I have 3 teachers and each teacher I paid $20,000 a year. So that means I paid out $60,000, right? So I need to let Uncle Sam know that I paid out $60,000 because if not, Uncle Sam is going to assume that I made $100,000 and I'm going to have to pay taxes on that. So when you reduce the amount of money that's paid out, that's less income taxes you have to pay. Is that right, Mom?
Yes.
That's one way to make sure you don't pay him that much. I'm going to give y'all a visual in just a second. There's another option. We all drive, don't we? Some people probably own a bus. I'm sorry. But typically we all drive. Another way, and this is one that I actually leverage a lot, is my car. You can either do one of 2 things to reduce your debt. You can make a claim, or shall I say an allowance for your mileage or maintenance, but you cannot do both. When you're filing your taxes, you're either going to reduce your debt by your mileage or your maintenance. The average per mile or cent per mile is 58 cents. So what happens is you're going to calculate how many miles you've actually traveled for that year, and it needs to be tracked. You just can't throw up a number at the top of your head in the event that you get audited and Uncle Sam come in and say, you need to prove to me how you came up with 17,000 miles. You need to have a record of showing that. And there's plenty of apps out there. That one app right there is a Mileage IQ app. It's very, very good. So basically, if you drove 17,000 miles for business purposes, you guys, not personal, going to the grocery store, it must be for business purposes. And 58 cents, that means you will have a deduction of $98.60, $9,800.60. Yeah. I think yep. Maintenance is $2,500. So I think I would go with mileage because I'm not going to have like $9,000 worth of debt for my car. So that's why I always use mileage. Any questions? Comments on that, Ma?
Yeah, I got a comment. What happens when your car, your auto is leased under your corporation name? What are the deductions?
It can still be a tax write-off. It can still be a tax write-off.
But you need to explain that to them, not me.
Which part? That's what I'm asking you. I don't
know. What are the deductions when your automobile is under I'm just going to just say Trevelyan Real Estate Group, whatever.
I can write off my note. I write off my actual note, the amount of my payment per month.
Well, I know that, but I'm trying to get you to explain to your audience.
I want you to explain it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you have a corporation, a LLC, or whatever it is, and your automobile is placed, would be a wise concept to place the automobile under your company name, especially when you have your CPA or a tax attorney. They will help you explain that your note on your automobile is deductible.
Yes, it is.
And I believe your gas mileage, your maintenance, is that correct, Capri?
You got to do one or the other. You can't take both.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
They're
those
all
are write-offs, which you would not have if you just had a personal automobile. Example, you got an $80,000 Range Rover. Is that the right name for it, Capri?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and your note would be, and I need your help on this one.
$1,300.
So what happens to that $1,300?
I multiply it by 12, and that's how much I reduce my debt. So let's do the math. $1,300 times 12. And now, keep in mind, you're going to write off the full amount. That means you need to use that car for 100% of business purposes.
Right.
Personally, I always had two vehicles, one person and one business. The one the most expensive was for business. Got it? So that means that $1,300, I would write it off. I say that car was strictly for business purposes. So that meant that's $15,600. I can deduct my income down. So let's go back to that $100,000. Let's say I made $100,000 and this is my only deduction. So I would say, okay, Uncle Sam, I made $100,000. However, I am going to reduce my income by $15,600 because that's an expense. So now, Uncle, I only pay you taxes on $84,400. So you reduce how much your expenses are, and that means you owe Uncle Sam less to pay taxes on. Tax is called taxable income. So what I'm doing today is giving you several options. There are several ways that you can reduce your income, which means that's less taxes you're going to pay on your taxable income. So everything we're showing you are expenses, but in the real world, in the business world, we call them write-offs.
Write-offs.
We have a totally different language than talking to someone else. You know, they'll be like, what's a write-off? But these are write-offs, meaning you can write it off. Got it, you guys? So you always want to pick the option, in my opinion, that's going to give you the bigger return. Well, $17,000 I would love versus $2,500. So you definitely want to make sure that for someone like myself, real estate broker, let's go back to that one. A real estate broker, right? That means we have independent contractors. So if my company grossed $1 million, but I paid out $300,000 to my realtors for commission, then that means I'm only paying taxes on $700,000. So I would make sure I reduce this. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you do not report this stuff properly, Uncle Sam is going to come to you and say, Capri, you made $1 million. I need you to pay taxes on that. You only pay taxes on $700,000, so you're in default and you owe us. And I'm saying, no. I paid about 30 realtors income, and that was about $300,000. I didn't keep all of that. I have to prove it. Okay, so it could be anything, lawn service, whatever you outsource. Make sure you write it off. Okay.
How do they do that?
We're gonna do another class on that one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. This is an overview. We'll do another one on the specifics because each one of these have a different way to do it. That makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we went over the car because there's a different way to do these. Remember, you asked which one you only can do mileage or you're gonna do maintenance. So we can choose another one. And I'll have an actual CPA come on here to go more in depth.
Yes.
These are some more expenses that you can actually take advantage of. Now, look up here. It says, do you have a business? Yes or no? According to your current presidency, I said you cannot write off work-related expenses unless you are incorporated. Let me say that one more time. You cannot write off work-related expenses unless you have an LLC or you're incorporated. That's per Trump. So it behooves, I'm going to go and find a tax law and I'm going to pull it up the statute and show y'all on the next class. But it behooves you. If you are a barber, if you are you selling Herbalife, if you're selling Mary Kay, Avon, I don't care what you need to have.
Yeah.
You need to be incorporated. I'm gonna be honest with you because you're going to get in trouble for tax evasion. It's a statute. It's a new law, and this is not something that they actually publicize. If you're not working with the proper tax consultant, they won't know either. I'm gonna be honest with you. You need to actually get a CPA, certified public accountant, or someone that knows the business. But in order for you to take advantage of these expenses on here, you need to have an LLC, which I like. You need to be incorporated, okay? And that's per your president. But advertising, so you have a business, your advertising expenses, car and truck note, commissions, contract labor, depreciation, mortgage interest. We're gonna go into that. Legal services, your phone. I have 2 phones. One phone is 100%. Actually, you know what? I have 2, but I would say one is 100% business. The other one is 50-50. So I write off both of those. We have office expenses, which I'm going to go into next. Equipment, office supplies. When you go into Office Max, you have paper, pens, notepads. All of these things add up for business-related expenses. You need to make sure you keep track of it, and that needs to be deducted from your gross commissions or your gross amount of money that you made, your gross income. Okay? And I'm going to give you a visual. I'm going to give them a visual after this. Okay, so those are some expenses. The next, which is my favorite, which is home office, which is very, very in demand now because everything is virtual. So basically, I write off my home office. I'm going to tell you how I do this. I have an actual office in my home. If you don't, then you need to pick an area, measure it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Your home office. You see, this is an office, right? And we're going to keep the numbers simple. Let's say this is the whole house right here. This is just a dummy account, a dummy layout, and this is not my stuff. But let's say this whole house, the square footage is 1,500 square feet, right?
Right.
But the office is only 100 square feet.
Right.
You must come up with the ratio. When I say that, you need to know the percentage. So you got 100 square feet. That's a certain percentage of 1,500. You only can write off the percentage of that sector of the home. So you figure, what's that percentage? Y'all know how to figure out percentages? I'm a math teacher. That's like 6%. That's 6% of the house. Okay? Which is very, very small. These numbers are not, your office is going to be at least 300 square feet because 10 by 10 is 100. You should have a bigger office than a 10 by 10, but no, you don't. But you're going to figure out what percentage of this office is my home. So you have a home, multiply the square footage. I'm going to give you a secret real quick. You take your total square footage and divide it by the square footage of the actual office. That's how you get the percentage. Say it one more time. You take the total square footage of your home, divide that by the square footage of your office. Now that's what percentage of the home your office is taking up, right? That percentage is how much you can write off your mortgage. You can write off, that's what I say, let's say 10% to keep it easy, okay?
Yeah. If
your home office is 10% of your home space in your home, that means you can write off 10% of your mortgage, 10% of your utilities, 10% of your lawn care, 10% of your cable. Did I miss anything? Cable, lawn care, phone service in the home.
Phone service, everything.
Everything. Now let's just say we came up with the number 10%. And the mortgage is $1,200 a month. I'm about to show y'all some real numbers. 1,200 times 12 is 14,400, and 3,200 in utilities and 360 in lawn care, right? So plus 3,200 plus 360. We're gonna just use these. So
Okay.
you can. Who is this ringing at my door? Somebody. You can tell I got a home office because somebody knocking at my door. I'm not answering it though.
Okay, we can hear it.
So basically, what you want to do is that total amount. 10% of that can be reduced. So I have 17,960. That's rounded up to 1,800. I mean 18,000, right? Because it's
Right.
17,960. 10% of that is $1,800. So now, for you having a home office, you can write off an additional $1,800 from owing Uncle Sam.
Right.
Just for working from home.
Yeah, but keep adding it up.
It adds up.
It adds up to whether you, like you said, if you made 100,000, by the time you keep adding, Capri, the things that you're showing them, they're gonna have a lot of deductions or write-offs.
Exactly, because you figure
that's the beauty of.
And I'm quite sure their mortgages are probably more than 1,200. These are just fictitious numbers. So these are fictitious numbers. So, and I'm quite sure your office will be bigger than 100. The whole point is to make sure you know I work from home. So let me start writing off this stuff. And when I say write off, I'm meaning these are expenses that you've incurred. You're going to add up all the expenses and you're going to reduce, subtract these expenses from your gross income. So your gross income minus your total expenses equals your net income. That's your taxable income. That's what you're going to pay taxes on. So it's very important that you tally up how much money you're spending for your business. And you need to know, where do I get all these expenses from? Some people don't know that they can write off their home office.
So, they don't know nothing like that.
No, that's not something they teach you in school at all. I'll tell you that much.
No.
What about retirement?
But that's the pro.
Go ahead.
That's the pro. See, you are teaching the pros and the cons of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we work hard as owners, but it balances. If you just work a job, you don't have these write-offs.
You do not. You do not. Say that one more time.
If you just work a job and you don't own a business, you do not have these write-offs. So the advantage of owning your own company, you got to pay Uncle Sam. In the Bible, it says, render to Caesar what is due to Caesar. And because Caesar's name is on the denaro. And today that means money. So taxes have been around since the beginning of time. You got to pay Uncle Sam. You don't have a choice, but be smart and call Capri for your LLC.
And I'm going to be very honest with you. 90% of the tax laws are created for the wealthy.
That's right.
And why do you think they have it to where you need to be incorporated? You need to have an LLC because the other 10%, they're not incorporated. They don't have LLC. They're not entrepreneurs. They're laborers.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to understand the loopholes and how to leverage this stuff, because if not, you'll be out here just going check to paycheck. You could save yourself a lot of money just by saying, okay, I'll take that back. I know a lot of women out here selling that tea right now, the CBD tea and all that, and they make a lot of money. But what they don't understand is you need to get incorporated so you can have these tax write-offs. Because what's going to happen is, I know a few making decent money, about $10,000 to $15,000 a month, but they're getting paid to their personal name. That company is making them direct deposits to their personal bank account. And you know what? When they signed up, they put in their social security number. And you know what's going to happen? Boom. At the end of the year, that company is going to report to the IRS that they paid this girl $120,000 a year, and she's going to owe taxes on it. And and she cannot write off these trips she's taking. She can't write off her home office. You can't write off any of that, because that is that's a federal law. And it's not something that you can play with, because you will get in trouble for tax evasion. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've known a lot of people that went to jail behind that. So the most important thing is to reduce the amount of debt that you owe Uncle Sam, because when you get in debt with him, that interest get piled on, you'll be in debt forever, and it'll take you forever to pay it off. So let's be smart about it. Going into 2021, we want to learn how we can manage our money better. And this is one of the ways. Even if you're just selling, what do you call it? Avon, Mary Kay, something, credit repair services, whatever you're doing, a side hustle or a full hustle, you need to have an LLC. Okay.
Right.
Let's go into this one because y'all can tell I get serious because I like this one. But retirement, you can have your own retirement as a independent contractor or as a self-employed. You can have a self-employment plan. It's called a SEP. That's like your own 401k for yourself. That's like a self-employed 401k. Mutual funds, annuities, and stocks. The benefit of these is you can make deposits into these retirement accounts, and that will reduce your taxable income as well. There's a cap on how much you can make now. Like some of them, you only can put like $8,500 a year. Depends on your marital status and it depends on your age. But when you do this, you need to make sure you have a financial advisor to tell you exactly, okay, for this 401b or for this SEP, for these mutual funds or these annuities, the maximum you can deposit is this amount. Do it, because if not, you're going to have this gross income that you're going to owe this astronomical amount of debt. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in a certain tax bracket, you're going to be paying at least 35, 36% taxes. I'm being honest with you. You're going to be up there. And if you made $100,000, you don't want to give him $34,000.
Right.
You don't. That's $34,000 is 34%. So you need to reduce it and live. Don't pierce the corporate veil. That's a whole nother topic. But you want to live through your company. Okay. So making deposits into your retirement accounts. Max out that amount that you can put in there every year. Charitable contributions. This is a major one. Always, always, always. You find one that's dear to your heart. But I do have one for my FLEA, which is for Financial Literacy Educators of America. If you guys can't find one, you can donate to ours, which is actually providing financial education to underserved youth. But donate to charitable organizations and make sure that they do have a 501c3 exemption.
Right.
Make sure. They have to be qualified, meaning 50 and get the letter. Don't just give anybody money. Tell them the letter. Got it?
Yeah.
How many did we go? All right, let me go recap. First one is if you have employees or independent contractors, track how much money you're paying them so you can reduce that amount. You need to make sure you do that. That's critical. The second one is you can write off your car expenses or your mileage. Okay. Third one are all of these other expenses, office equipment, office supplies, like a chair you might buy in your office, a TV you might put in your office, legal services, your cell phone bill, mortgage interest, advertising, which a lot of us do. Any office expenses related to here, you need to make sure you tally it, and you need to be incorporated, of course. Your home office, you need to figure out what percentage of your office is your home. How much of that office takes up your home? If it's 10%, I know it ain't gonna be 20, but 10%, 8%, what percentage? And then you want to make sure your mortgage, your utilities, all your upkeep for that house, mortgage, utilities, lawn care, plumbing, if you had to get the HVAC unit repaired, that percentage is multiplied by the total amount. And that's how much you can write off. That's an expense as well. A lot of people sleep on this one. The next one is your retirement accounts. You need to find out what is my maximum contribution for my retirement accounts? How much can I put in there so I can reduce my gross income, right? Or taxable income. Charitable contributions. If you make a donation to a charitable contribution, make sure they're a tax exempt organization, 501c3, and make sure they give you their letter. They should give you a letter stating that they're tax exempt and how much you donated. If not, your word against theirs. Because if you get audited, you're going to be in trouble. All right. So my question to you is, are you prepared for your taxes to file your 2020 taxes? When it comes to mileage, you need to track it. Okay. You have to have proof. That's what auditors, they coming in and gonna say, hey, we audited you, prove that you had these expenses. Track your mileage. Okay. Set up QuickBooks. You can set up QuickBooks to keep track of what your payouts are when it comes to employees, when it comes to independent contractors, and all of your expenses. There's a way you can link it to your actual bank account and it tracks it for you. It's called Chart of Accounts. The next one is keep all of your documentation. All of your documentation. For example, if you get repairs done at the home, Anything, I say, hey, I had to get a new roof. Oh, that cost me $8,000. That's 10%. Keep all your documentation. You want to make contributions to your retirement funds, and you want to make contributions to charitable organizations. That's just from the kindness of your heart. And then you will be prepared to reduce your taxable income. But if you call Capri or take the first step and call Capri for your LLC, you don't have to worry about all of that. It's like I just like, you know, I was silly. Let's see. We got any comments, questions, comments? Any questions, comments? I don't see any so far. So hopefully,
hello.
you said, go ahead.
No, I just want to reiterate something that is consistent with what you're teaching. They need to make sure they have a good CPA or tax attorney that is knowledgeable in reference to everything that you're teaching.
We're going to actually,
that's a write-off. That's a write-off too.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring experts in those areas. So when we do one on taxes, I'm going to have a CPA. You know what I'm saying? We do one on retirement funds, I'm going to have a financial advisor. I'm going to have an actual expert. We have a question from Fly Guy Crochet. Okay. Fly Guy Crochet. He says, I just opened my biz. I have a DBA and EIN, marketing promotions business. I have biz account with my bank, but I need a business credit line. Where can I get? Dude, your question is, where can I go get this assistance? Call Capri for your LLC. Let's break this down, you guys. He has a DBA. What does DBA stand for?
Doing business as.
Doing business as. So Fly Guy, you are doing business as Fly Guy Crochet. Let's just say that's your real name. Reba, I'm going to come to your question next. So you are a sole proprietor.
Right.
Okay. That's the first thing. You everything is set up as a DBA, but you're still a sole proprietor. And now you see a business credit line. You can't get a business credit line as a sole proprietor because you're still an individual. Right. So let's back up. What you need to do is first become a separate entity. You need to get an LLC. That's why I'm doing these type of training. You call Capri for LLC and get set up properly. Then you need to open a business account. And then you can apply for business credit. We're going to have a class on that as well. And you can apply for business credit. But you cannot get business credit as an individual. So hopefully I answered your question, Fly Guy. You need to schedule an appointment with me or go to the website and you can get it all done. Let's see where Miss Pennywell says, so how do you write off a new car when paying cash? Oh, she got some money. She paid cash. Okay, a new car, you're going to do a depreciation every year. Okay, so when you have a car, what they're going to do is take it, divide it by so many years, and then every year you can write off a certain amount until it's tapped out. So it's a little different when you buy a new car. Hopefully I answered your question. She says, this is under a corp. Same thing. You're going to, for cars and things, even when you buy when I had my real estate office, I had like a big old copy machine in there. That was written off, but it was depreciated every year.
Right.
So say, for instance, if it costs $10,000 and they say, well, the max you can write off for depreciation is $1,000 a year, then that means 10 years, $1,000 a year, 10 years before I can. Then after that, I couldn't write off anymore. It's done.
Right.
Okay. Let's see who else is on here. Any more questions? Any more questions? That's the only questions I see. Only questions I see. So, Fly Guy. I know that's not his real name, but I'm just saying it. Any more questions? Because it's 7:02. But Fly Guy, you need to download my app. If you go to capritrevilian.info, you can get everything you need right there. You can schedule a consultation. You can download my app. And I actually have a link for you can go in there and it says LLC formation. You need an LLC, Fly Guy. Business credit is not going to help you with your personal stuff. So that help everybody?
I need it yesterday.
Yeah, like yesterday, literally.
For real.
Exactly. Okay, so no more questions, comments? I hope today's lesson was helpful. Again, you have gross income, meaning everything that came in, and then you're going to reduce your expenses, right?
Right.
Then you're going to have taxable income after that. your taxable income, you want it as low as possible. So that means you need to find as many expenses, because when you have that taxable income, Uncle Sam's going to say, okay, you in this 34% tax bracket, so you need to pay me taxes on that. I would rather pay on that than that. She has one more question. No, do the work from home expenses have to be under LLC? You cannot write off anything unless you're incorporated. It could be an LLC. It could be an S Corp, C Corp. It must be incorporated. And when I say incorporated, I mean like a separate entity, not DBA. Because when you go downtown,
right,
say, I want a DBA. I fill it out. I'm giving my personal information.
right.
And all I'm doing is registering with the county saying Capri Trevilian is going to do business as, I don't know, Lucky Real Estate.
That's right. That's right.
Capri Trevilian doing business as Lucky Real Estate. And when I do my taxes, that's under my Social Security. That is not a separate entity. According to your president, you cannot write off business expenses unless you are incorporated.
It's a new law.
The new law. He's not playing with y'all. Y'all try that if y'all want to. The mom and pop, I'm gonna be honest with you, going to these mom and pop, what do you call it? Tax offices. You need to make sure you get with it. I own one, but I'm not really doing taxes this year because I got too much stuff going on. But you need to make sure you get with a tax preparer, preferably a CPA that knows this stuff. Going just to what's his name? Pookie and they don't know this. They just know how to do the W-2s and keep it going. You need someone that's actually privy to this stuff. Hopefully, that's your question. Any more questions before we log off? We're 5 minutes over. I'll be trying to respect people's time, but if y'all want more, I give y'all more. Don't worry about it. I give y'all more. No more questions? Going once? Going twice? Was that 3 times a lady? I love. Y'all know I can't sing. Y'all just heard me.
Your age.
All right, you guys. It looks like our next one needs to be on maybe going more in detail about taxes or something. No, retirement. I'm gonna y'all send me some messages, inbox me, text me, let me know what y'all want to know. How about tell me? You can put it in the what do you call it in the messages. My mom, she checks it. She's very, very thorough. You can direct message me. Some of y'all have my personal number. Put it in the comments. What do you want to learn? I want to give y'all what y'all want. Not what, because I know this stuff.
Right.
Tell me what you want to know, and I'll bring it to you. Ooh, I like that. I like that. All right, we're about to head out. I really appreciate your time and effort, and you guys trusting us. Again, if you want to have more time, CapriTrevilian.info. But Fly Guy, was it Crusade or whatever? You need to spend with me so you can get you incorporated, buddy, because you can't get that business credit. One more came up. Taxes. You need somebody to do your taxes. I have a CPA who can help you with your taxes. She wants, okay. So she's saying she wants us to do the next one on taxes. I'll get a CPA to come on here. And then after that, anybody want to know about the retirements? Like, what's the maximum I can put in a retirement fund every year? How do I classify? Because again, it depends on your marital status and a lot. Age too. So you need to start preparing for retirement too. We'll do one on taxes and retirement coming up. So we're going all the way up to what? Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
I think I have about 5 more weeks. So we need about 4 or 5 more topics.
And remind them about the trips that you're giving away every month, Vegas or wherever.
That's the video I was trying to show y'all.
I know it.
Let me put it
try it again.
I will. That's why I got you on my team. See what I'm talking about? You keep people around you. That's smart. Keep you some smart people on your team, dude. Can you see my screen, Mama?
Wait, hold on. I see October giveaway, but it's okay. Keep going. There you go.
Let's start it over. All you need to do is like, comment, and share our Wealth Wednesdays. And also, you must download our app. Again, like, comment, and share our Wealth Wednesday Facebook Live and download the app, and your name will be entered into a drawing to win 3 free nights in Las Vegas. Let's see who's going to be our big winner. All right, you guys. Last month it was Lydia Bonner. We're going to see who's going to win this month. Who you think going to win, Ma?
You had another winner. You forgot?
Oh, yeah. Sharice.
Sharice Saylor.
Sharice Saylor. She answered. She was the first one to answer the question last week. We should have had another question for them. I'll do it next week.
Yeah, next time we'll do that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do some pop. Well, y'all don't have Papados in Detroit, but
well, you could do. You can't do fish bones? I
don't have one here. I can get them fish bones if they're in Detroit. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, you guys. We're gonna tune in next week. Make sure you download my app. If you download the app, I usually send out a reminder. It comes straight to you, and you just click that button and go straight on there. Next week, same time, some advice you can bank on from your girl Capri and Bootzilla. But make sure you remember, call Capri for your LLC. Schedule an appointment right there, CapriTrevelyan.info. I'll see you next week, Wealth Wednesdays. Advice you can bank on, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Love you guys. And we're going to bring you them taxes, Miss Pennywell.